Hey everyone, it's Donna again, and I'm back for the second series in beginner guitar lessons, and I wanted to just kind of build on what was taught in the Absolute Beginner series. By the end of that, I had taught you 3 basic chords: G, C, and D. Back to G. And so what I imagine that many of you may be struggling with is getting used to placing your fingers on these chords. And so you have to be really patient with yourself when you're first learning guitar. And the reason is because a couple of reasons. First of all, your fingers take time to build muscle memory. They're not used to this at all. I mean, they know how to type, maybe they know how to write, they know how to, scratch your head, whatever you do, right? But they're not used to having to be placed on exact specific strings and exact specific places. So one of the things I recommend that you do while you're learning to play chords, now that you know how to read chord charts, okay, is this little trick that I recommend for people. I'm going to get a little closer to the camera. I hope that comes out clearly. This is a G chord. Okay, so one of the things I recommend is that at first, here's what you're going to do, and it's completely natural. You're going to be looking at your chord chart, and then you're going to be going, wait, this finger goes here, and this finger goes here, and then wait, which is that right? Is that right? And I'm just kind of doing what I did when I first learned guitar. And you'll be looking back and forth at your chord chart, and you'll just get one finger placed, and then you go to put another finger down, and unconsciously another finger lifts up. And you're like, wait, where did that go again? So it's a little maddening at first, okay? So, but don't fret about it. No pun intended. Don't fret about it. It's normal. It's natural. It's part of learning to play the guitar. So what you're going to do is once you get all your fingers in the right place, and invariably people tend to press way too hard when they're first learning, and you don't have to, so you'll want to be a little bit mindful of that. But at first you're going to, because you don't want your fingers to lift off and then have to go back to your chord chart again. So what I recommend you do is just kind of, okay, hold them tight at first. Play your chord, and at first it might sound like this. It might sound really like wonky, but that's okay. Just keep playing it. Start with just one chord, okay? Put your fingers on the right places. This is a G chord. This is how I play G. When I first was learning, I was taught to play G like this, with my index, my middle finger, and my ring finger. And I found that very awkward, and later on very limiting. So I always encourage people, yep, the pinky is born dumb. It is. The pinky has like very little skill and dexterity. So, but I recommend playing your G chord with your second, third, and fourth fingers, because it'll come in handy later, because you can do other things, and it's not quite so awkward on the wrist. You don't have to turn your wrist. You're not tempted to do that, So yeah, just so you get your fingering right from the chord charts. And what you want to do, once you get that fingering down, here's a little technique that I recommend. Just slightly lift the pressure, but don't come off the strings. Slightly lift the pressure, but don't come off the strings. And then keep doing that. And what you're doing now is in your brain and in your fingers, you're building a sense of, I know how this feels. And your fingers will be developing muscle memory to some degree, and your brain will be, understanding that's how it feels. That's how it feels, okay? So, but now you do this a lot, okay? So ease up, but don't take off, just ease up. You can almost see I'm not lifting off. I'm never letting go of those strings. I'm just easing up the pressure. And then, when I get really used to that, just lift off ever so slightly, like a micrometer. Go right back down, just a micrometer, and just drop it right back down. So you're going to keep doing that. And now what you're doing again, you're building that muscle memory. You're stretching it a little bit more, you know. Now you're like, okay, well, I just came off those strings by a hair, okay? And so you just keep doing that. And as you get more and more familiar with that, take your finger off, go back to your chord chart, put your fingers back where they belong, do it again. Don't come off the strings just yet. Make sure you're just above the frets, not on them. Okay? Don't take off the strings just yet, but then gradually lift slightly off the strings. And, you know, you might do that for a day or two, on and off. Don't overplay your guitar when you're first starting out. You'll get like bad tendonitis or something. So, you know, don't overdo it. You know, practice an hour or so a day. You can do this in front of the TV. Don't let go. Just get your G chord in place and just do this. You can just watch TV, watch whatever you want, right? Or, I don't know. What else are you going to do? You can't knit. You can't read a book. I mean, I suppose you could, but how are you going to turn the pages or whatever? So you can just keep doing this, okay? Now, after you feel really super comfortable with that, come off a little further from the strings. Car just went by. I think that's a car, maybe a motorcycle. Come off a little further, like maybe a 1/16 of an inch, and drop them back down where they go. Drop them right back down. And so on and so forth. Couple days of that, so you get better at that. Now it's like, oh, I just kind of know how that feels. Yeah. Now, when you get, you know, a long time goes by, here's what you can do. Lift them off, put them back down, lift them off, put them back down. Eventually, when you, like, you can just actually just drop right onto that chord, because you just, it's like riding a bike, you know, you just kind of know where it goes. Every once in a while, even the best guitarists miss on occasion, you know what I mean? Like, that's just natural. You're going to miss on occasion. But anyway, so that's how you want to get used to playing a chord. Okay, in the next little video, I'm going to teach you how to get used to transitioning from one chord to the next. We're going to stick with G, C, and D. Okay, all right, thanks for tuning in.